Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltamar and we will be continuing our adventures through Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Where we left off last time, we escaped Candlekeep and headed north towards Baldur's Gate. We traveled through some catacombs and discovered that Sarevok has already fled back to the city and that we are most likely wanted within. Apparently there are wanted pushes for us everywhere and we have to be careful. So we're going to rest really quickly before going in. A few of our people are fatigued. So we're going to hit the rest button. And then we are going to go into the city itself. Within the city, it's generally advised that you watch out for guards. If you run into a flaming fist, you will be arrested on sight. Or you'll have to kill them, one of the two. That being said, we're going to go talk to this guy really quickly. Herschel says, hello. I don't suppose you'd be interested in a few trinkets. A coin or two for my finely crafted wares? I thought not. The iron shortage wanes, but even so, customers do not come back quite yet. Who can blame them, though? They are afraid because they see that the merchants are still without wares. Who believes that a shortage has ended when they still cannot hold a new blade in their hands? I blame the Iron Throne, I do. Many others do as well. Why do you blame them? What have they done? Nothing direct, I suppose, though the impact is still harsh. Since Sarevok assumed control, they have ceased most business transactions and frozen most of their assets. They were major importers, and without their active help, it will be much longer before the average citizen feels that the crisis is over. It would seem that Sarevok is going to use the Iron Throne to fuel his harsh stance on Alm, and thus his bid for the position of Grand Duke. The fact that he is crippling a large merchant house seems inconsequential to him. I cannot imagine sane businessmen following such directives. Something is very odd at the Iron Throne building, indeed. So we learned some good information from him. There are a couple other people we want to talk to in this area, but we're going to go a roundabout way to see them. Just so we can try and avoid the guards. So we're going to head south and go around this little building here, which I think is the Elf Song Tavern, sorry. We're going to make our way over here, watching out, of course, for guards. And here we are going to talk to Tamoko. I apologize for not being more open, but these are troubled times. If I could be permitted to speak for a moment, I believe I have something you would want to hear. Perhaps we could help each other. If your information is of worth, then yes, I would be most interested. I shall explain myself in further detail when I have time. Until then, I have but one thing to say. The one who claimed to heal Duke Eltan's sickness is also the one who breeds it. Likely there have been signs that suggested this to you, but none have said it so plain. No doubt you have the wherewithal to follow through on it. Your very nature gives you above average confidence. Gorian's tutelage could have only enhanced this. Your simple shadowing has given you that name, and I am not impressed. I have cut those familial ties. But has your family shed its ties to you? I think not. I think you'll feel the pull, and I think you have gone where it is led. Again, you see that I know much of you, perhaps more than you know of yourself. There are three things that are strength incarnate. There is love of life, there is fear of death, and there is family. A family that loves death would have a strong pull indeed. Can you feel it? Can you feel him? He hates you, you know. Who hates me? What have I done to deserve such hatred? So many things. What have you done? You exist, and chaos will be sown. That is the way it was intended, though I hope to change it. I must go, and you must go to Duke Eltan. Protect him from his own healer. I will wait near the Flaming Fist headquarters. We shall speak again, and I shall have something else to ask of you. Tamoko actually was present when Gorian died. You might remember her as the cleric that dispelled Gorian's stone skin, allowing Sarevok to kill him. Just as a heads up. There is one more person to talk to. It might be a bit dangerous. No, we're good. Delthier says, wait, I must speak with you. It is of the utmost importance. Will you await and listen? What is it you want? Good then, I am Delthier. I represent those who harp. I have been seeking you out for many weeks now. Just recently I discovered that you had left the city some time ago. Things have changed since you were gone. I can tell you everything you need to know. I'm going to say that would be most welcome. The second in command of the Flaming Fist Scar was assassinated. Grand Duke Eltan has come down with some mysterious ailment. No one knows how long he has to live. The most important news for you concerns your return to Candlekeep. You have been accused of murdering the leaders of the Iron Throne. Everyone believes that you are agents of Om. They think your persecution of the Iron Throne was just a cover-up for Om. Tensions run pretty high right now. The new Iron Throne president, Sarevok, has placed a price on all of your heads. The Flaming Fist has a warrant for your arrest. Before I continue, tell me, are you guilty? Yep, those scum deserved everything coming to them. Killing is never the answer to anything. Your father should have taught you that. Nevertheless, it is in the past. We must talk of your future. From what our network has gathered, the Iron Throne is preparing to make a grab for power in Baldur's Gate. It would be in your best interest to investigate what they're up to. Perhaps if you could break into their citadel, you might learn something. I know that these are very troubled times for you, but you know more about the Iron Throne than anyone else. If you have any questions for me, ask them now. I'll be gone for the next few days. Who killed Scar? From the evidence found where he was murdered, it would seem that the Shadow Thieves killed him. I think that it is far too convenient to lay the blame on that organization. I would assume that the Iron Throne remains involved in some way. What sickness has Eltan come down with? So far, Eltan's healer has been unable to discover what has been ailing him. It must be magical in nature. I find the whole affair rather strange. From what I know, Eltan's healer Rashad was a priest of no mean faith and power. It is unusual that he has been unable to effect a cure for the Grand Duke. Do you have any other questions? No, that's it. If that's the last of your questions, then I must be off. If you must see me again, I'll be at the 3 Old Kegs Inn. Good enough. We are going to leave this area after we go to the Sorcerer's Sundries.
Right, what's this then?
Although everyone hates us and thinks we're responsible, at least he will always buy our junk. So we're going to ID all of our stuff. We have tons of money, and I'm not going to waste time memorizing identify spells and casting them over and over again. If you really, really want to save all your gold, that is the best way to do it. Otherwise, just do it this way. It's much faster. And most of this junk is going to be sold. Except for that sword, I think. I need it for later. Just about done. Alright, let's sell everything we can. So we're going to sell that. We're going to keep that just in case. I know both of our characters have Dire Charm. Sell. Nope. Yeah, sell. And sell that. I'm not sure if you can memorize protection spells like those, but we'll find out. Sell that. Nobody in our group uses halberds, so we're just going to sell that as well. Sell that. Sell that. And that. And that. We're going to leave the potions alone for now. And we're going to keep these Dale's protectors also for now. Get rid of the Cloak of Protection and the Longsword. That is a nice cloak. I'm going to use that actually. And this is a Ring of Fire Resistance like I thought. We'll give it to somebody. I'm not sure who yet. But we'll figure that out. All of these +1 weapons are pretty much useless at this point in time. This is a +3 sword versus shapeshifters. So we're going to keep that. It's extremely useful for the Werewolf Island. And other than that, we're going to keep selling all of the things. That should be good. No one I know really can use the throwing axe +2. So I guess we're just going to sell it. This is a short bow. Unfortunately, none of our characters are great at short bows, but it is a nice two-handed bow. Too bad. Oh well. Adventurer's Robe. We can sell that axe. No one uses them. And that looks like it appears to be it. I'm also going to sell all of the extra scrolls we have, because we have 1 million. I know you can actually select them all, but it's kind of annoying to do. So just to get all of your scrolls, all you do is like this. You double click on it to get the amount window to pop up. I'm not going to actually sell the unidentified scrolls, though some of them are probably actually worth nothing because they're cursed. Some of them are anyways. And the rest of them we'll just sell off. There's so many spells. Okay. That is most of them, I think. Good enough anyways. What was this ring? Interesting. A ring of free action could be very useful. So what I'm going to do is find that +2 cloak. First off, so I'm going to get rid of his little cloak. I'm also going to get rid of his ring of protection. And the reason I'm going to do that is I'm going to give him not that cloak. I'm going to give him that cloak and the ring of free action. It will stop us from getting haste, which actually really sucks. Maybe I won't do that. That's a tough one. Oh, we'll use it for now, just in case there's things with web and other things like that. But when we get to the Tales of the Sword Coast stuff, we're definitely going to take that ring off. We're going to give the cloak of non-detection to Monteron, and the ring of protection to our blackguard. Right, he's got the shadow armor on. She has +2 chain. He already has a ring of protection +1, and he has the robe of the evil archmagi, so he has no room either. I'm gonna get rid of all of these. I'm gonna I'm gonna get some different spells now though. Just a couple of them. Maybe one more chromatic orb. Level 2. I'm going to get rid of all of his agonizer scorchers and his webs. I'm going to get resist fear. A stinking cloud, maybe one web, one knock spell. Haste and dispel is just fine for now, and we'll just give him some minor globe of invulnerabilities. For Edwin, we're going to get rid of all of those and just load him up with monster summoning 2. Fireballs are perfectly acceptable for him right now. We have resist fear, we don't need horror. We're going to get luck. And we're going to get, I guess, another resist fear probably. Fear is going to become very annoying later on in the game, so we want some of that. Magic missiles are perfect for them. I'm okay with that. Let's see, her stuff. I'm going to grab a chant spell. What's this? Aid, slow poison. We're going to get rid of both hold persons. We're going to grab a resist fire and cold. And we're going to get rid of the... No, sorry, I should have kept that one. Where did it go? We're going to keep aid, and we're also going to use silence 15-foot radius. That should be okay for now, although I could really use miscast magic or... maybe not. That's actually okay for now. A zone of sweet air would be kind of nice, but whatever. Defensive matrix is fine, and she'll get level 5 spells eventually here. So we are done in this area. Time to leave and go do other things. We're going to head off to the southeast part of the city now. I'm going to save the south and southwest portions for last, because they are where the things we actually need to do are, and there is a lot of information we can gather if we are careful in these other areas. So we have arrived in the southeast. There should be no guards in this immediate area. They should all be down here, I believe. So the person we want to talk to is just over here. There he is, Nikolai. And Nikolai says, "Greetings, I can tell by the way you look about you that you are new to the city. For a mere 15 pieces of gold, I can tell you of the glorious history that once coursed through the weighted veins of this metropolis. Please do, such a tale will be well worth the price of admission. Ah yes, the city as we know it today falls in the shape of a plump and crescent moon. Its many wharves and docks jut out along its western point, where the river Chayonthar flows into the starry sea of swords. A bridge from this western shore links the mainland with the rocky islet on which perches the old, massive sea tower of Baldur. It is there that the true tale begins. Do you wish me to continue?" "Yes, please." "Baldur was a well-known and good-natured pirate who sailed the Sea of Swords in times gone by. He built the sea tower that bears his name to guide him to his home port and to provide warning of invasion to his kin and clan that made their home along the northern riverbank. In time, a vibrant group of traders and fellow sea captains gathered there and built the city's inner wall to protect their wares and belongings from ever-present danger of rival pirates or orcish raids. You look distracted. Do you still wish me to continue? Certainly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Balduran was away from port during the time in which the decision to build the wall was made, and when he returned, he learned that many of his kin and clan now lay outside the new wall and vulnerable to any attack made upon the settlement. As the orcs advanced upon the city in the early summer, it erupted into a state of civil chaos. It was at this point that Balduran's sails were spotted upon the horizon, returning home to port. Ahem, are you still with me? Yes, I am, right at your side, wide awake, sir. In a rage, Balduran slew the entire council of captains and merchants for such arrogance and selfishness. He spared only the 4 who had spoken out against the council's decision. Together they ordered the immediate construction of the city's outer wall and the bridge gate from which Baldur's Gate gets its name. Facing a united city and stout defense, the orcs were defeated, and for their valor, Balduran appointed the 4 captains as dukes of the city. Well, that's Baldur's Gate in a nutshell. I'm quite impressed with your perseverance. Tell me more, I want to know everything about this city. Well, there's really not that much more to tell. Balduran eventually died, apparently lost at sea, and the 4 dukes passed on their titles in a hereditary fashion for many years. Now, of course, dukes are elected to office, although they keep the title until their death. They have grown softer and more tolerant over the years, however, and I think that many people would like to see someone with a more extravagant, forceful approach ascend to the position. But that is the future, not the past, and who knows what it shall hold. More, you must tell me more. I want to know everything. Mwah! Okay, you're getting really creepy. Get away from me. Shoo. Alright, Nikolai, thank you for your story. That's just some really cool lore I thought you guys would be interested in. We're going to go to the northern part of the city. We can't do a whole lot there, so we're just going to try and
Sorted.
get through it as fast as possible. Where are we? Wow, we got sent to the Black Dragon Gate. That leads to Waterdeep, if you'll recall me mentioning that before. So for now, we're going to avoid this section. This is where the guards are in this area, or should be at least. They were in the original, so if they change it in the enhanced edition, I might be in a little bit of trouble, but it seems like I'm okay. I just realized that this ring of free action is stopping my character from going fast. So we're going to remove it for now. We'll put it on later if we need it. Ooh. That is Bill. He's not really a flaming fist, I don't think. Let's find out.
Hello.
Greetings. I assume you've come to the palace for the coronation of Sarevok. Well then, I'll need to see your invitation. We don't have any invitations. Sorry for bothering you. On your way then. Okay. So now we know we need an invitation to get inside. We must make Sarevok pay for his actions. He is evil-ish. Evil compared to us. On a scale of 1 to evil, he is slightly more evil than we are. Oh, that's bad. Let's reload. We do not want to make enemies of the Flaming Fist just yet. So we're actually going to leave. We'll go talk to the other guy later. But for now, we're going to go to the northeast section. There are no Flaming Fist in this section, or there shouldn't be anyways. A lot of this, though, is later on. The only person I really want to talk to is Yvonne, and she is in here.
I need a swig or something.
Sorted.
Whoops. Yvonne says, "Aye, would you like to pay a penny for the tale of murder and deceit? 10 gold it be, for and worth each one. A dark price for a dark tale, but I'll pay and hear it told. Heh, Scar it was, second in command of that noble Flaming Fist, and on a night dark street it happened. The rain 'twas splattering the window glass panes and soaking up through me boot wraps, giving me the chill. A cunning cutthroat rushed out by him and cut the straps off his travel purse with a blood-sharp knife, before turning down an alleyway. Aye, good man Scar, he chased down the culprit, and there in the dark, as I came stumbling through the puddles, to his aid. But that pretty cut purse weren't the rugged waif he appeared to be. Nay, he was a silver-skinned changeling, he were. It wit as claws he gored the good man through the eyes, then he slit his neck so vicious just leave him bleeding in the rain. My proffered aid, you ask? Yeah, 'twas quickly withdrawn as rashly granted, and I hid there in the shadows as the mirror fiend assumed a new form to saunter bloody-handed into the darkling night. My aid comes in that I am here to tell the truth of a good man's passing to any listener that can spare the coin. 'Tis enough, I figure, and I doubt I disagree. The mirror fiend you speak of is known as a doppelganger. I've encountered more than one of late, all in the hire of the Iron Throne. Do you know of any reason why the throne would want Scar dead? The Iron Throne, is it? Well, this lies outside me, simple tellin', but it may enrich it yet. Duke Eltan lies sick within the compound of the Flaming Fist, so Goodman Scar had filled the former's office as their leader. Angelo, a link before the good man in the chain, had the most to gain by the killin', and it is he who I'd suspect. But the Iron Throne I couldn't say. If he thinks there be some truth to it, he should investigate either the compound of the Fist or the Tower of the Throne, for therein would lie your answers. Just a little information for us.
Sorted.
Ye spoke as to wrecked.
Apparently my character wanted to run off without the rest of the group, as per my direction. We're now going to go to the southwest part. I believe there's nothing in the west or northwest portions of the city, so we're not going to bother going to them. We're going to go straight to the southwest. We want to be really careful in this area. As you know that this is the Flaming Fist headquarters area, you want to stay away from the area we're going to, actually. How do I want to go about getting into this place? We're going to go around the long way. So the Flaming Fists are usually around this area. You could sneak all the way around the southern perimeter and come in through the keep itself. And that's what we're going to do. The south area where the Iron Throne headquarters are located are going to be the last area we go to. Or second last-ish. I guess technically the north area is the last one we're going to, because that's where we are going to go after we get an invitation to the illustrious Sarevok's Grand Duke Ascension. I wish I became a Grand Duke, that'd be awesome. Then I could do Grand Duke things like raise taxes or lower taxes and, you know, have places with blackjack and hookers. All the good things in life. So we are going to try and carefully get into here. We're going to go talk to Tamoko first, again though. I see you have sought me out, as I thought you would. And, I have things that must be said, things that are important to us both. I have but one condition to my discourse, and you must agree before I speak. A promise I seek, and I will accept no less. You have my word that I shall honor my promise as best I can. Good thing I don't have honor or any intention of keeping my word. I thank you. Here is my request, though it may seem odd. I charge you to defeat Sarevok, the man behind all your woes. You must destroy his plans and stop his schemes in his tracks. You must strip him of the belief that he can succeed in this path he follows. You must do this for me, and you must also leave him his life. I will help him to live his life as a man, not as the god he thinks to be. I do not see how such a thing is possible. He has sought to destroy me, and I have only responded in kind. Sarevok seeks to destroy everyone, not just you. You are of particular interest because of your shared origins with him. You are a possible rival, one of the few that are worthy of his personal attention. Above all else, you are family. I see this as startling news, though likely you have suspected as much. I knew as much, but that's okay. Does this disturb you? It should not. Monsters are often closer to us than we like to think. You are siblings, and the paths open to him are yours as well. Though he has been racing down his from his earliest days, you had Gorion to guide you, did you not? Sarevok had no one. He draws his strength from his hatred, from the thought of rising above those he knows to be inferior. His divine blood hungers for conquest, and that is why he must be defeated, but not killed. He serves another, but does not know it. Divine blood, he serves another? Of what do you speak? The child becomes the father, or desperately wishes to. The blood pulls, calls, and demands. The wise Alondo did say to the ages that the Lord of Murder would perish, and in his doom he would spawn his mortal progeny. Chaos would be sown in their passage, but to what purpose? You have felt the hunger and heard the offerings of power. Sarevok thinks they are true, and so he seeks a senseless war and slaughter on a scale so grand as to defy description. He thinks it will launch him to what? Possibly he is right, but I cannot lose him to this. I shall strive to stop him, and I will do what I can to see that he lives. That's a lie, by the way. I'm a very good liar, apparently. I thank you. Sarevok can be redeemed, as could you, should you one day pursue the same path. For now, I shall speak of secrets to aid you. Duke Eltan may be saved, but Duke Entar's silver shield has been killed, outright. The murderers have acted with anonymity, but I know who and where they are. You must go to the undercellar. Return if you have already been. There you must find Slith, maybe, and Kristen, two unsavory beings that revel in the violence that Sarevok allows them to commit. They are no more than animals in human guise, even by the standards of the company they keep. Kill them, and you shall know much of the plan. If you do not know where the undercellar is located, then go to the sewers. You will find an entrance there. I thank you for your help. I will seek them out. There is another. Atop the Iron Throne base is a woman whose influence is a poison in Sarevok's soul. If she were removed, I know he would listen to reason, to my pleading. Synthandria is her name, and she holds much power in this matter. She seeks Sarevok's favor as well, though she is content if he self-destructs, so long as she profits in the deed. I must go now. He cannot know that I have helped you. So, she wants us to go kill that woman. And also to go to the undercellar and kill two dudes.
Sorry, friend.
Benji's gonna come talk to us. What foolishness is this? Are you trying to storm the Flaming Fist compound? You'll find no friends here, Eltamar. Angelo now commands the Flaming Fist. Friends of Duke Eltan can only expect death from Angelo's new order. To arms! To arms! Eltamar and cohorts have broken into the compound.
Go on then.
Ooh, they are clerics or mages. Something with spell casting capabilities. Let's see if we can't interrupt them a little bit. Hopefully that worked out. If not, we're gonna have some spells. Jesus. Alright. I think a fireball might hit the other prisoners and cause us some problems. So we're not gonna do that. I guess we're just gonna keep magic missiling and shooting arrows. Did the mercenary just hit himself with a glyph? That's awesome. And kinda stupid, but whatever. They're casting a lot of spells, shockingly. They're pretty good magic users. Lots of spells. I'm just gonna keep lobbing magic missiles. Magic missiles are awesome. They tried to dispel my character with no spells on them. Doesn't look like they have any loot for us.
That mad wizard is off on one of his spells again.
Czar is insane.
Come on, Montaran, lighten up. Must you be so moody all the time?
Jesus, he needs like
Go on,
some
right,
serious help. Oh, looks like we have another mercenary to kill. Or Dilos. Sorry, Dilos, whatever your name is. We are going to go upstairs and try and save the Duke.
Every crime must be punished.
Ken says, "You there, shh. Don't make too much noise. My name's Kent and I want to talk to you." "What is it you want, Kent?" "I remember the bunch of you from when you worked for Scar and Eltan. Well, since you've been gone, things have gone downhill. Eltan's taken ill, and he's resting in the room beside us. His healer, Rasad, keeps on saying there's nothing he can do, but I know better. He's no healer from what I've seen. Anyhow, it don't matter. I've decided to desert the Flaming Fist before things get too hairy. I don't want to lose my life over whatever power struggle is going on in this city." "Why don't you think Rashad is a healer? I followed him one night all the way to the sewers. There he went into the undercellar. What would a healer be found doing in a whorehouse? Well, I mean, he's a man. He's got man needs. Anyways, I don't know what he was doing there, but it wasn't good. Whatever it was, I have to get going before my commander notices I'm deserting. Perhaps we'll meet again." Okay. So Rashad is a bad guy. Let's go find out what is going on with this man who is nowhere to be seen. There he is. Rashad says, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" "We know who you are." "So you figured out the truth, meat. It will do you little good. Guards, before my guards get here, I should be able to deal with you myself."
Get over here.
I don't think so. Although maybe. It really depends on how fast I can get rid of those magic or mirror images. Which is why magic missile to the face. Or not. Excellent. Alright, we should have no trouble killing him now. Unless my character misses every attack. Ow. Stop that. There we go. Doppelganger dead. Let's grab the amulet, and we're going to take Duke Eltan. I am again in your debt. That creature has kept me helpless. I can't talk. That creature has kept me helpless for too long. Perhaps if I hadn't been incapacitated, I may have been able to prevent Scar's death. Cough. Angelo will soon hear of my recovery. It is important that you take me away from here. I am sure Angelo won't want me coherent and among the living. Take me to the Harbor Master's building. The Harbor Master is a good friend of mine. I can rest there until I'm fully recovered. Take this letter. I managed to filch it off Rasad when he was caring for me. From what I read of it, it seems that Sarevok has dire plans for the city. I fear for the lives of my fellow dukes, Leah and Belt. If they were to die, Sarevok would take over the city. You must find Slith and Kristen and stop them. Hurry, we must make haste. So we're going to take Eltan out of here. We are going to do the good thing and actually give him to the Harbor Master. I know we're an evil group, but there are two evil things. Oh, that's not good. Halt and behold, you stand accused of murder most foul. You will lay down your arms at once and come with us by order of Angelo Dosen. Or by order of Angelo Dosen. You will be killed where you stand. Such is his order, and I cannot alter it. It is your choice. I'm going to say, I am an innocent, and I shall not submit myself to the judgment of this Angelo. Scar is your proper superior. That may be so, but Scar is dead, and Angelo is his proper replacement. We in the ranks have no other choice but to obey his orders, suspect though they may be. You must decide, submit and face judgment, or fight here and die. I have no choice, but you do. I will fight you then, though such a conflict can only hurt my reputation in the eyes of the people. Then I must carry out the sentence decreed by Angelo. You will pay for your crimes. There is no escape from the Flaming Fist. We're going to run away. I don't want to actually kill him, so we're just going to leave. Since we're already wanted, we're going to go the fastest way possible to the edge and just get out of this section. We can just leave this area. Oh, sorry, it's paused. It would appear that we have made a few enemies. We're not going to kill them, although we could in an instant. Damn it, stop pathing into them, Czar. Oh, really? Stop it. Okay. We're almost to the edge of the city. There are two flaming fists hot on our trails. I don't think they remain hostile to us when we leave, so hopefully when we come back here another time, they won't try and kill us. But who knows. We are going to go to the south portion now. To get to the Harbor Master, we are going to have to cross a section with flaming fist people. I'm going to just use my main character for that.
Right, what's this then?
And just run as fast as I can. Ooh, there's a person here. Kolvar says, "You there. It's good to see my Zentish pals once again. The Black Network sends its regards. Since my associates haven't yet, I'll introduce myself. I'm Kolvar. I've come down from Darkhold and to see how things have been faring. Sememnon isn't very pleased at how the Zentish name has been falsely used. We have a bad enough reputation as it is with all the rest of the crap that's been going on down here. So tell me, is it true that you killed the leaders of the Iron Throne?" "We did, and with some pleasure. A rather sloppy job, I might say. If you're going to kill someone, a little more subtlety needs to be used. It seems the majority of the higher-ups here in the gate feel that you were working for Alm at the time of the assassinations. Seems to me that someone really wants to get Baldur's Gate paranoid about Alm. It's working really well. There's been talk all over the streets about how Alm is ready to invade. A load of crap if you ask me. If you haven't heard yet, Scar, second in command of the Flaming Fist, was assassinated while you were at Candlekeep. The Grand Duke Eltan has been infected by some sort of magical disease. So far his healer has been unable to do anything about it. From what I've been hearing, I think that Sarevok, the new Iron Throne leader, is trying to make a grab for power in Baldur's Gate. I suggest that you investigate this, Sarevok. Perhaps you should break into the Iron Throne Citadel. Do you have any questions? Because if you do, ask now. I'm on my way out of town to report to the bigwigs at Darkhold." No, we're good. We don't have any questions. We already know the things that are going on. Brennan Riesling says, "Yep, there be tensions rising between us and Alm. There'll be war soon, and plague. And pestilence? Better them than us, then I say. Plague and pestilence? What from? From war, of course. What else do you think would follow in its wake? That's why we need Sarevok as Grand Duke, for he'd take the resources from the Iron Throne and assist us. Attack first and fight the war on their soil rather than our own. As I told you, better them than us. Wow. Looks like Sarevok is kind of popular among the common folk. Alright, I'm gonna race to the master, the tower, the, what's it called? Harbor Master's place. Hopefully I won't see any guards. That was a little too much to hope for, but if we can stop them from talking to us, then we don't have to worry about them. And we are much faster than they are. And inside we go. We're gonna talk to the Harbor Master. By the bitch queen's breath, that's Duke Eltan you have with ya. He's looking in a bad way. Leave him here with me. I'll make sure he's alright. You're the people who have been working for Scar and Eltan against the Iron Throne. Well, I'm sure you have much to do, so you should get a move on it. Don't worry about Eltan. I'll take good care of him. I've got to get him to a safe place, so good luck. So we got some experience for that. And now we are going to race back to our group. I think I can loop around the backside here. We are going to save in front of the Iron Throne place. And then in the next video we will head inside. We are making good time through Baldur's Gate. There's not a huge amount to do the second time through, so we're going to save. And if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you next time.